Hey guys, welcome to the Make It Count show. I'm Mike Miranda, and today we're keeping it real, talking about a few things that are wrong with society and how to stay motivated.
Yes, exactly, and like meetings and stuff like that online, and it was really interesting because I knew there's people out here. Even now, as the years go on, there's more people with tools that people have, and people want to give that to people and give people resources so we can continue to connect and keep growing and pushing the momentum forward so people can be more self-sufficient and more on top of themselves and not wandering off into dark parts of society, like literally.
Yeah, I think that's something that's missing
Mm-hmm.
a lot because, well, I believe people need to go through bullshit. One of the best teachers in the world is pain. And you won't understand anything fully until you probably smack your face against the ground. And as you're falling, you're going to be like, ah, I shouldn't have done that. And then you learn. But people, I believe that we need to go through some sort of like spiritual journey or like forcefully be changed
Mm-hmm.
by certain circumstances that we come across because you learn that fire burns when you put your hand in it,
Yes.
right? Your parent might be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, you're a baby, you don't know.
Yes, exactly.
You just want to try it out. It's fire, it's so cool. Like, no.
Yeah.
And then you're like, but why? Right? So you're gonna die, you're gonna get burned, you're gonna fall, you're gonna have
Yeah.
baby for dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you put your hand in and you're like, fuck,
Mm-hmm.
not doing that
You
again.
get burnt.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And even sometimes when our parents are warning us, right,
Mm-hmm.
about something, I'm not saying they're God and they're the wisest human beings on earth and we should listen to absolutely everything they say, but they do have our best interest in mind. So they want the best for you, right? So if they see that a person might not be good for you, they tell you. And you might not want to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go with it. And then 3 months down the road, you're like, ah. And now you don't want to call mom because she was right. And you don't want to tell her she was right.
Yeah, right.
And so that happens with our friends or other people too. Just like you were saying, right? Like you had to cut some people off
Mm-hmm.
because I think it's like a video game.
Yes,
Right?
it
Life's
is like a video game, yeah.
Right? Your baby, you're not the same person you were when you were 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fucking weird. Be like,
Yeah.
what's going on? How'd you get here? How did you drive?
Yeah.
And I think that is something that we have to go through, right? Like sometimes we have to, cut ties with some people, burn some bridges, build new ones.
Mm-hmm.
And with those people, it's not like you're leaving them behind or you're giving up on them. You're just understanding
Yes.
that, bro, I tried like talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
I tried telling you, like, better yourself. I want to head this way. You're here.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not even moving with me. Like, you're not even
Exactly.
worrying about learning something. Like, what are you doing? You're paying for OnlyFans? What are you doing? What are
Too
you doing?
much.
Are
No.
you wasting your time? You're going to clubs, bars, drinking, fucking. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying drinking and smoking is bad. I'm just saying have priorities,
Mm-hmm.
right? Don't let be the highlight of your day you having a joint
Mm-hmm.
or a blunt or hanging out with your girl. Like, really?
So true.
No, because then why is she going to admire you?
Mm-hmm.
If she's the highlight of your day.
Yeah, exactly.
And so when you see, and I'm not just saying that, right? It goes like further than that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you don't really see that the other person is willing to work on themselves and like lift themselves up, they become a burden.
Yeah, they
And
do.
then you have to carry that.
Exactly.
And now you're worrying about your progress and their progress.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're fighting for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not your dad. So what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, man, I want to learn how to make money,
Mm-hmm.
how to take money.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a difference. The Federal Reserve makes the money. We can't make the money.
Yeah.
We take it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're smart enough, you position yourself in the current so the money flows through you
Yes, exactly.
like a net instead of, and you catch them
Mm-hmm.
instead of going after it, because the more you chase it, the more it runs away.
Yeah.
And that's with everything. But, and that's like a sad sort of thing to go through, because it's not just about them. You also understand, right? Because you like them, you care
Mhm.
about them. Like, this is my fucking friend. We have memories together. We like each
Exactly.
other. Like,
Literally.
we've like experienced life together,
Yeah.
and we've been together in good times. I know shit's gonna get better, so I want you to be with me. But then you don't want to work and you don't want to better yourself,
Mm-hmm.
so you're gonna stay behind. Not
Yes.
because I'm a dick, but because you're choosing to stay behind.
Yes. Literally.
And so that's a very painful thing to go through, because you see what could have been just fade
Mm-hmm.
in the rearview mirror.
It's so true, though. It's really crazy because, like, I always say this. I did a video of this recently, but I always say that I'm never leaving anyone behind, but I'm creating space so they can realize that my absence is an opportunity for them to grow
Yeah.
themselves. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny that you say that, because I went through something like that just a few weeks ago. There was a guy who I also was advising. I was like, hey, we've known each other since high school. And I was like, dude, you gotta do something. You don't even know the language. Like, you have to learn English. It's not the official language of the country. And I'm not being racist, because, hello, look at me. But I know that you need to better yourself if you want to do better. Like,
Mhm.
if not, you're just delusional.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you're complaining, oh, I got no money, things are difficult, whatever. I'm like, okay, here's a job, take it.
Mhm.
You don't take it. Okay, next time, complaining again. Okay, here's another job opportunity, take it.
Mhm.
They don't take it. Learn English, don't learn English.
Mm.
Like, read this book, don't read it.
Wow.
So then I came across an opportunity where I was going to become like a regional manager
Mm.
of different stores and shit. And they used to call it director of operations, which is you can earn like 100 and something thousand a year, and you are in charge of different stores. So me, as the manager or director of operations, I have the capability of giving you a job, of giving my friend a job, of giving anybody a job, if they're qualified. And so I said, hey, I'm learning sales, I'm learning this, I'm learning that. I want you to get on the same thing, so when I become that, you are ready and I can bring you in and you can make good money.
Exactly.
The response was, why don't you do that?
Wow.
And I was like, I am doing it. That's what I'm telling you to do, because I want you to do it with me. And they were like, well, you do it. You tell me how it goes.
Wow.
I was like, what? What?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you the opportunity. I'm giving you a blueprint of what you have to do so we can succeed
Mm-hmm.
together.
Mm-hmm.
And the person just didn't want it. And I was like, okay, guess that's it. I tried. I gave you three job opportunities, and then I'm giving you another chance to become a better human.
Mm-hmm.
And don't do it for me. Do it for you. Do it for your mom. Do it for your sister. Do it for the people around you who are going to suffer if you don't become who you need to become.
Yes, it's so
Do
true.
it for them. But no, some people are so selfish that they don't even want to do anything. They just want to sit down, jerk off,
Ah, it's so bad.
drink, smoke, fucking.
True,
So-
man.
And I'm like, why? What are you going to tell your kids when you're older?
Yeah.
That you were jerking off?
Yeah. Oh man.
So yeah,
it's
son,
so
listen to
bad.
this cool story. This was me.
Yeah, it's so bad.
No, like, come on.
I think that's what it is. Like, right now, people have the opportunity to accumulate skill settings to help them apply themselves to capitalism and the
Yeah.
world that we have right now. And I think
Beautiful.
this is the opportunity to really put ourselves in a higher octave in life. And I think people are dragging themselves in pockets and sand traps, you know. In reality, we have things that keep us on the side of the river. But the thing is, we don't know how to flow with our life. Our life, literally, like our life is really in front of us, and we have a greater opportunity to actually live a better lifestyle. And because of the structured government that we live in, we have a bigger opportunity to live on a higher class. And even now, there's better information that we can access, better books, better people, and better people in position to help get us the tools that we need to actually grow.
Let's say yes, yes. Yeah, it's working.
Also, another thing, perseverance, and actually, there's a lot of qualities that people don't really keep up with in life, and the laziness and all of these habitual people don't keep up with the actions that accumulate to a successful life. And I think that the problem with people is they hang on to habitual patterns that create a lot of self-sabotage and laziness and all these patterns that backpedal most of their life. And, you know, like people get drained by the information that they watch. And that's also another thing. There's a quote, it's like garbage in, garbage out. Most of the things that we're creating is not empowering ourselves, and we're not really careful with the things we're reading or doing. And most of the internet is porn. You got titties on your TV screen,
everywhere.
And you're being exploited, and you're not preserving your seed, and you're not really working on your body. You know, you're getting fat.
That's
you're
crazy.
eating ice cream. Your grocery store down the street is not helping you. They're literally sabotaging you to get fat and jerk off all day.
Yeah. You're becoming a dumber human.
Yeah.
Within every day that goes by, you're becoming a stupider human being. Not because you want to or because you're doing it on purpose, but because you're just failing to worry about yourself.
Yeah.
And people don't really understand that. I'm not a god. I'm not like the most perfect human on earth, but I understand that you have to be your own parent after a certain age. Like, especially if you move out of your house, of your parents' house, you have to be your own parent. Because if not, you're fucked. Because you can wake up anytime you want, go to sleep anytime you want. You can stay up if you want. You can stay up all night if you want. You can go and get a girl and cheat on her. Nobody's going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
You might get away with it.
Yeah.
So you have to turn into this ethical human being who knows the difference between right and wrong and exercises it, because otherwise you're just a fucked up human. You're just destroying yourself, thinking that other people can't see it.
Exactly.
But they will see it, because the truth always comes out sooner or later. And if it doesn't come out first when you're doing the wrong things, or you're going through life just being irresponsible and lazy, you don't give a fuck about yourself, it's going to come out later. When you can't run, you can't defend your family.
Damn.
The house gets flooded. Another man has to carry your woman and your kids because you're too weak to do that. Another person has to come and save you because you just didn't care about yourself. Let's not go too far.
Yeah.
You are overweight and you have a baby and the little stroller slips out of your hand, goes downhill, and all you can do is run as fast as possible to catch it, to catch the baby, the car, the little stroller, but it's going too fast. And you can't get to it because you like TV too much,
Wow.
because you like burgers too much, because you like shit food too much. And then you're going to see your baby die in front of you, knowing you couldn't do absolutely anything to save it because you gave up into pleasure too much. And you went through life just being lazy.
I think that's what it is. That you have
It's
to
sad.
create momentum in your life to win and be quicker than life. One of the biggest things I say is to really get better at fighting at life and actually getting up and learning how to shadow box every day and move. Learning the art of movement and being able to get up and do the things that you need to do, because more
Yeah.
than anything, nobody's going to save you. You save yourself. You're the
Mhm.
one that's creating what you want in your world, and you got to be a king that's strong mentally, physically, spiritually, and that's where you get things done.
That's true.
Hmm.
And a lot of people don't have that nowadays.
They don't.
And it's because everything's so easy. Coming from another country, I see it. But if you're born in the system, you don't see
You
it.
don't.
And that's because I come from a country that is very conservative, traditional, right?
Mm.
Women stay at home, the man goes out, he works, he comes back, food is on the table. This will be like the day to day, right? I wake up, but my food is already made. She made my food. She made me breakfast, lunch, and then she goes back to bed. I go to work. I work. She's taking care of the kids in the house, and then I come back. Dinner is on the table. We all get together. We eat, and that's it. That's life.
Exactly.
But now here, girls are going to bars. Girls are going to clubs.
Whoa.
The tits are out.
It's
Ass is out. So I don't really have to do anything.
Wow.
Are you telling me, because in my country I have to, not the entire country but around where I was from, which was like country shit and like the cowboy hat, guitar, whatever, and everyone was very, very conservative, and I believe that's the best way to go through life, because everyone sticks to their roles, and there's no stupidity, there's no impurity, there's no adultery, fornication, anything like that going on, because everyone has some sort of fucking moral grounds, right? I'm not gonna let my daughter go on a date with some dude who can't even afford to take care of himself. So what you have to do around where I grew up, you have to go to the house. Let's say you're the dad, right? I have to show up, and you have to know my last name and where I come from and what my family has and how we can take care of the daughter, right? It's like, I'm Mike, I got 25 cows, I got this fucking house, whatever, and then I ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. And if you think that I am capable enough and strong enough and a good man, or a man that's good enough for your daughter, you will allow me to come to your house and visit her. We don't go on dates. We don't go on fucking, oh, let's go watch a movie or let's go on a drive. You want to come smoke for a little? No. You go and you visit her at the house. There's no sex. There's no nothing. She's a virgin, and that's how it works. And if you can't do that, well, you're not a good man for her. So I can't allow you to see her. And that is the way they do it. But here, you're telling me that all I have to do is buy you a $20 drink, and I might get a chance. And sometimes I don't even have to spend any money. I just go to the bar, and I meet girls. They're interested. An hour later, we're home. Boom, that's it.
Wow.
All the risk is on them. That's it. They don't know. I could lie to them. I could tell them I'm a doctor, rent an apartment, rent a car, fake bank accounts, and they know I'm the Dr. Steven. I'm Steven. I'm Dr. Steven. And I'm a doctor, and then she's telling her friends about it, and she's all excited. She tries to call me again. My number's not good anymore. It's not working anymore. And now all of the risk is on her. Because she can get pregnant, she can get an STD. Even if you wear a condom, you can still get an STD, whatever. And now she's fucked. Because she was just used.
Whoa.